I'm Danforth Prince from Blood Moon Productions, and this is a follow-up to a very uncomfortable situation that we had at Blood Moon in the wake of a mugging that took place on July 29th in St. George, Staten Island, my neighborhood, with our lovely, charming, and very competent French intern, Céline. Hello, Céline. And it's a tricky thing to do a video like this in the wake of a tragedy of what happened to Céline, but I want to talk about what happened to Céline, and this is what happened. I think it was a Thursday, 29 July. Céline left the office. She was mugged on a very public street in a neighborhood very close to a Catholic girls' school in St. George, Staten Island. And by the way, I love St. George, Staten Island. It's my neighborhood. It's a great neighborhood. Good architecture, fine people, blah, blah, blah. I was outraged. I had met Céline's mother. Céline is an intern at Blood Moon. Céline is a French translator. In my role as her boss, I was horrified and didn't know what to do. So this is what I did. I wrote a press release after dealing with the hospital issues. Céline had 2 black eyes and a broken nose. It was terrible. I was on the phone with Céline's mother in Villeneuve-Loubet in the south of France, texting for a while until we got some message units put back on her phone. That was funny, horrible but funny. So the story got a lot of city play from this press release that I wrote the day it happened. I remember I wrote a phrase in my rather purple press release. It said, quote, "In a matter of minutes, one of the most beautiful women in France was transformed into one of the ugliest women in New York." That was a good line. I think I quoted Céline's mother as being, what a tragedy, an expensive education in New York ending like this, blah, blah, blah. I really went to town with the press release, and then the story began. And the next day, Céline's story made the front page of the Staten Island Advance, French visitor mugged. It became quite a story in the New York City headlines. It even made a story in New York One News. Everyone was horrified. Then the calls began to come in. So, what are we doing with this video? We are celebrating the return to good health of Céline. We are talking about an experience which we believe has made you a wiser citizen of the world. There's a new poetry, a new sense of artful tragedy about your view of life. And I don't want to phrase this for you, but it has turned into a rather, because there is no maiming, no permanent damage, it has turned into a rather interesting insight for you of what? The love of New York City for you, probably, in some way.
Yeah, no, I still love New York City as I used to love it before. And I don't know, I guess now I'm a real New Yorker.
You absolutely are. And this happened on the 29th of July, and now we're the 17th of August, so it's been less than 3 weeks, and thank God you are healed. So what Blood Moon would like to offer in the quick is what? We took this seriously. We identified our company with the intern and the situation. It was advised that we hush this up, and we absolutely didn't, and we are thrilled with Céline, honored that she has helped us with the French translation she has, and delighted to welcome her back to good health, as you can see. So we want to say, Vive la France!
Vive New York!
Vive l'Amérique!
Vive l'Amérique!
Vive l'amour! And we celebrate Céline's return to health and in the knowledge that things will work out beautifully in the pursuit of her future career. What is it? Maintenant, on parle ensemble, toi et moi. What do you want to pursue in studies?
I don't know, I was maybe thinking of doing 1 more year in class for having a master's degree.
Good.
And maybe try to apply for United Nations and have an internship.
You worked for UNICEF in Paris for a while.
In Nice.
In Nice. And is your interest indeed in working with deprived children?
Yeah, I would be interested in working with deprived children, or just work for something which will try to make this world a little more fair.
Good, good.
So.
It's been suggested that Blood Moon will be promoting Céline to the level of Directress of Sales for all things French. And we have some hot books that we think would do well in France, and I think that French publishers should talk to Céline, who will talk to us. So, bonjour la France, je vous présente Céline, notre directrice de la vente pour toute la France pour notre produit à Blood Moon Productions. Thank you, Céline. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dan.